Well, I know we are talking about childcare. Yeah, especially regarding this whole trending issue over the last few weeks. But I just wanted to chip in something, few days rather. Something that happened to someone I know very well. So she got a nanny, and the nanny has actually always been the boss in the house. But for the sake of her children, she had been tolerating the lady's excesses, believing that at least she's helping me take care of my children, no biggie. And then yesterday, she says she had to tell the nanny, thank you for coming. Because it got to a point where she would hang her underwear, nanny would remove it and put her on there.
Wow.
She would tell the nanny to do stuff. The nanny would first sit down, and when she's ready is when she will get up.
Wow.
She will give the nanny instructions. The nanny will look to the ceiling like, are you talking to me? You know, that kind of, like it now became a case of as if they were sharing the same husband, which incidentally they are not, because the husband is rarely around.
Wow.
Okay, so it's important that we also establish this story that is, you know,
the old nanny thingy, the old childcare, in fact, not even nanny, because I know it's about the incident of the child that was taken to daycare. You tell us about it.
Okay, so this lady tweeted a few days ago about how someone she knows, or a friend actually, has to resume work by 7. And then she'll have to drop her child at the creche by 6 a.m. So on this on this day, the creche didn't open on time, so she had to drop the baby with a security guard so that she could meet up with the staff bus that leaves by 7 a.m. And it sparked some sort of outrage on Twitter. Everyone kept raving, she's not a mother, everyone had something to say. But most of all...
No, that was after. The one of the leaving her child with the guard.
Yeah.
Is after. What actually started this whole thing was that baby that died in the creche.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't? That was the background. So apparently, a woman dropped her child in the morning, went off to work, came back in the evening to pick up her child, and it was the body that was waiting for her. Wow. So that was what started it. That people now started sharing different stories and all. That was the genesis.
Ooh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyways, so what actually got my attention was the backlash. This woman who dropped her child with a security guard. The backlash she got, you know, after, you know, from the conversation on social media. And I'm like, I think we all like to, you know, judge people. We're always quick to lash out at people without actually, you know, we've not felt it. We don't know what this woman is going through. There are a lot of women that actually have to do this. There are a lot of organizations that cannot afford to provide creche or daycare activities or daycare, you know, centers, you know, to cater to mothers, new mothers, you know. Now, the question should be, which of course I feel that what people should be addressing is extended maternity leaves for mothers.
Is maternity leave ever enough?
That's because that's what
even when it's 6 months,
yes.
Is it enough? So my issue is even from pregnancy. No, babe, this thing is serious. I know somebody who was working in a bank. Her baby had died in her womb for over a month.
She wasn't going for
antenatal? The baby had even started rotting, yes.
Oh, wow.
But she didn't have the time to go for antenatal. True. So, and you know, she was so busy, she didn't even notice the whole... That's why I tell people, when you're pregnant, even if you cannot do certain things which are important, at least get a pregnancy app. So you can even like...
monitor.
There's no milestone and everything.
Activity
she just knew she was sharp pregnant. And you know, being that I don't know, because it was probably heavy in her tummy, so she was very like, this child is giving discomfort. There was no child anymore. By the time they discovered, she collapsed at the office, was rushed to the hospital. They said, let them check. Maggots.
Oh, wow.
You're joking.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, wow.
In the process of evacuation, they should clear everything. She lost her life.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And you see, there are some companies that will tell you that which maternity leave, are we the ones that impregnated you? These things come from pregnant. That's why I'm like, we need to go to the roots.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people actually, you know, normally they have 3 months. So what they try to do is work till the very last.
Which is risky, but you don't have a choice.
No, it actually depends, really, because there are some women whose bodies can take it. I can, you know, throughout my, for both pregnancies, I didn't have any issues at all. So I was able to work, able to, but then we all know our expected dates of delivery, which I feel that every woman should, you know, monitor. You already know it, so you know when, you should know when your body needs that rest, and then take the required leave that you need.
So many women are ambitious. They wish to do that, but they can't.
Yeah, but if your body cannot handle it, for there are some women whose bodies cannot handle it, cannot take it.
Women,
but then they still keep, you know, pushing and thriving. So maybe because they are also breadwinners of their homes and all of that. So it's important for those monies to keep coming in because they need to cater to their families. But then we put too much pressure on ourselves as women, to be honest.
Yes. It's part of what we were talking about yesterday. You want to get your life perfect. Yes. Yesterday we had a very interesting International Women's Day.
We talked about it earlier,
today. So like, these are things that we need to talk about. Because I remember one of these topics where the National Assembly issue, where the bill was turned down. A bill that could actually let women ask for things they actually need. Look at the price of sanitary towels in the market, for goodness sake. More people are using tissue paper now. Now, price of tissue paper too has gone up.
Everything has gone
At the end of the day, you end up going back to 1923, where you use clothes and then you wash it.
So I also feel that the federal government has a lot to do in terms of also helping to enable women and mothers. Do you understand? So in the case of maternity leaves, which of course not just maternity leaves, parental leave, it should be a priority because it's also important for economic development. It also helps to aid, you know, lower infant mortality rates. So it's 3 months, 6 months. There should be enough time. There should be ample time for women to focus, or both parents actually, to focus on the birth of a child. There are not a lot of parents or families actually have that have the opportunity of having mothers coming over to help out. Some women have to do it all alone.
There are so many disadvantages, Seth. How about companies that will sack a woman once she gets married or gets pregnant?
That's another
that they
one.
cannot take, they cannot afford to give her maternity leave. There's so many issues.
I mean,
so many.
Before and after.
But I feel like the government also needs to find a way to also help to regulate, you know, put policies that would also help and enable the woman generally, as a mother, as a single woman, because we are not also really now the single woman, so don't think, oh, now no. But like, yeah, so as a woman generally, even menstrual period, let's not even forget menstruation, the stress that one has to go through just to menstruate. Then, all right, we have to go on a quick break now.
Let's move on. We'll take this break and be right back.